Hello, welcome to ALW Collectibles. Today we're going to be taking a look at a very unique and interestingly designed Studio Series figure. This time from Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class 2025. Transformers Devastation Optimus Prime. And overall, I gotta say it up front, I like this figure. He looks really nice. It's a nice capture of the video game that he is modeled after, which was Transformers Devastation, released in 2015. If you have a chance to try it or have played it, let me know in the comments. Those who haven't, I gotta suggest it to you. It is a great game. A lot of fun, a lot of excitement in the game, a lot of Transformers you can play through. We're going to take a quick look just at the front of the box. So if you're out in the stores, there's the front of the packaging. I'm not going to get too deep into packages because that's just not my thing. And there's the instruction book that it comes with. I actually like how it looks. Looks pretty good. We'll throw that aside. Yeah, overall, I got to say it. I really was happy with this toy. Robot mode more so than the truck mode, but we'll get into that. And most of my nitpicks with him are just cosmetic design. But other than that, I got to give it a really good thumbs up and a high recommend. He does come with 4 accessories. Of course, he comes with the Energon axe. See, it's just a red axe painted yellow. A 5mm peg, which will fit into either hand. He does come with a matrix of leadership, all cast in gray. Nothing really over the top about this one. Out of all the matrices recently released, this is probably the most boring because it has no real color to it. This can be stored on him, and he can hold it, so we'll have him hold it first. To do that, you got to straighten his arms out straight and make sure they are pressed up against his chest like so. The tabs on the side of the matrix will slide into tabs on the hand. And it wouldn't be my video if I didn't start dropping things. Let's try this again. Tab. And you can hear it clip right into place. And tap. And it is the most awkward holding you would ever see of the Matrix. Because he is holding it directly out in front of him without his arms being bent. It's probably the best way I've got him to hold it. So, just out there, he can hold it. I prefer his storage for the Matrix, which we will get to that in a second. But let's take a look at Optimus Prime himself. And he is a shade cell version, referring to the paint job on his chest. Most of the video game is done in shade cell. And this is the overall look of the figures. And I think it looks really nice on him. I do like this. He's on the smaller side for an Optimus Prime toy. But still looks really nice. I think it embodies the look really good. Let's take a look at that guy. You got the standard Optimus Prime face with the blue eyes. The shade cell on his chest. I'm not a fan of this gapping right up here where the grill meets the chest. On my version, when I move them around though, just to give it a heads up, these sides are supposed to peg in. Mine come unclipped a lot. So, during review, I may push these in. That's because they unclip. Really good Optimus Prime layout. You got the gray with the blue, flows nicely. No oil tank, so you got these gray panels on the side. And on the back, there's not really much open area. Even where the wheels come up on the back, it actually flows nicely. It locks in place. Very little loose components on him. So I got to give the designer some credit with this one. You know, I was saying about matrix storage. Wow, I can speak sometimes. You open these panels, and that's easy. You just push on the corners, and they'll pop open. And you just pop the other side. And in there is designed really nice. You got some nice designs in there. They actually molded it quite nicely for that. Looks sharp. And you got a 5mm peg in there. And the matrix has a peg on the back, and that just clips right in there. And you can close that right over it. And that can stay in there in transformation. So it looks really sharp. Articulation, head will go all the way around. Very slight up and down, so I'll call that a full exorcist. The smokestacks are the other accessory. They do come uninstalled. You do have to install them, and they do pop off. So you got to be very careful with those. If you're moving them around a lot, these can pop off, and they just peg back in, like so. Shoulder, and with this joint for here for transformation, you can move that up and down. Bicep rotation, elbow joint, and for transformation, his wrist can go in and out, but no rotation. Now, waist rotation is a little bit tricky with him. As you can see, it is limited by the wheels, but if you flip these wheels down out of your way and just put them on his hips, he has full rotation. Nice front kick. Nice back kick. No thigh swivel, but he can do the full splits. And I'm turning out at an angle, and I just realized that. Knee bend. And he does have knee rotation. And for the ankle, we'll go in and out. And he has ankle and toe tiltage. So really cool. Really, really cool. Looks really nice. Nice articulation. Very posable. I really do like this figure. Again, for a video game figure, where we've had the Studio Series figures for the Fall of Cybertron, it's nice to see him going into another video game franchise. So this was really nice. And transformation is not that hard. They say it's 22 steps. Fairly easy. So we're going to transform him to truck and then back to robot. First thing we're going to do, we're going to come back here. I'm just going to bring his arms forward. Like so. Then I'm just going to move these out of my way, bring his wheels out to the sides. I'm going to turn his head around. And then I'm going to take this whole head, bring it back. Like so. So that's flat. Next thing I want to do, I'm going to take the top half and turn it around. Like so. Just going to push the wheels out of my way. These two pieces here are the grays that keeps on clipping. I'm going to push them out. And then in the back, I'm going to have them re-meet. I'm going to take his front grill and just push that forward. So now you'll see a void cavity in there. I want to bring his wheels down for 1 second. You can go ahead and clip those in place. So that's what he looks like currently. Next, I'm going to take the shoulder and bring him straight down. I'm going to bend his elbow. And I'm going to flip his wrists in. Like so. Little side note here. You want to keep this piece so it doesn't push in. You want to keep it flat. Bring the arm up. Bend in the back. And these will tab in. You'll see a tab there and a tab right here. Those will tab in. And we're just going to set those off to the side so they're out of our way for a minute. Next, we're going to come to the legs. Separate them. We're going to take this piece on each side and unclip it. And we're going to take in the middle, you see this half round piece? Flip it up. Flip it up. Take this piece where the wheels are, right at the wheels. Flip them out. And we're going to bring the legs together. Now, in the back, you'll see two tabs at the top of his thighs, and there's two spots underneath. If you don't line that up right, it gives you a headache. But if you do, that's what happens. And the reason I say you got to keep this straight, because when I moved it, all of this started coming apart. Now, take the hand and you slide it in behind that grill. Like so, and that'll help keep this piece up. Like so. Take the toes, close them, push this plate, and this will clip in here. This piece will clip in here. And there is Optimus Prime in his truck mode. And I like the front of the cab. I'm not a fan of the side view. There's nothing for the windows here, and I'm not a big fan of how this gaps up and just how the back looks in truck mode. So it's a tiny cosmetic issue for me, but not too bad overall. Rolls very nicely. And that sage shell. Ah! Sage. No. Give me 1 second, folks. Shade cell. Try saying that 6 times fast. If someone can, congratulations. It looks really good on him like this. You can see the yellow on the bumper. They even put the truck lights on there. Again, I'm not a fan of this gapping in here, or the gapping behind the wheels. But you do have a 5mm peg on that side, and one on this side. And underneath, everything is very well hidden. It looks really nice. I'm also not a fan of the fact that you can see Optimus's head in the back. I wish there was some way of covering that over, just for aesthetics. You do not get the silver stripe around him because of transformation. So again, small nitpicks on my part. I usually give a lot of credit for the figure. Truck mode is not my favorite mode on this. Still decent. Decent is best I'd go with it. But my favorite is definitely Robot. And his axe can be stored on him in truck mode. With that and that. There we go. And the cool thing, though, I got to give it to this mold, is he has designed his trailer hitch will pull most of the trailers that are currently on the market. Studio Series, Voyagers, and so forth. So it looks really nice. If I had any of my trailers available, I'd show you. I've seen photos of them set up. I haven't personally done it yet. Looks really cool. And he's going to roll away from us now. Woo! Right into my hand. Look at that. I do like that the Autobot symbol's there. Like I said, if you got to rate this, though, I would probably go maybe a 6 out of 10 for the truck mode. And I'd go 8.9 for the robot, because there's a tiny bit of issues. But going back to robot is even easier, in my opinion. So we'll take that off. Flip his toes out. Heel spurs. Unclip this. And unclip this one. And he comes packaged in a robot, so. Separate the leg. Now we come to the front. We just pop the arm out. And now it's not going to give it to me, is it? Nope. Alright. Shouldn't really do it like that, but when that gives me trouble, I take the back, I pop the back, which dislodges the front, and then I just push these back in place. Then you can open the hands back up. Next, I take the legs, unclip them, and bring them down. Open the thigh up. Rotate the leg, the wheels out. Set the wheels on the outside of the leg again. Bring in this trailer hitch. Close that. Again, rotate them to the wheels on the outside. Close the trailer hitch. Tab that back in. And there's Prime's legs, ready to go. You take the entire top half and rotate it now. Take his grill, just push that in. Undo the arms. Take these pieces in the back, go all the way to the front with it. Flip his head up. That wasn't supposed to come up with it. Rotate the head and flip up the wheels. Make sure he's all clipped together. And there is Optimus Prime back in robot mode. And there's something really cool about this. If you have this one, United Legacy G1 Optimus Prime, he will come with 2 guns. What you can do is take one of these 2 guns, and it's actually in scale with this Optimus Prime as well. And that's what I do on my display. Like so. That Optimus has his ion blaster back. Overall, I like this guy. I mean, posability is really cool. So he is exceedingly posable, which I think is a plus for any figure, especially in the deluxe class. Having said that, this has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all of the channel members and subscribers. I appreciate it. More content definitely heading your way. Optimus Prime is going to get ready to jump back into the world of the video games, do some damage, and I'm going to get ready for my next video. Have a good day.